All right, go ahead.
Well, I guess with the benefit of a couple days and some chance to digest what's going on, do you feel any differently about these last 3 games and Saturday specifically?
No, not since we spoke on Saturday night. What I see on film and what everybody sees, I believe, would be there's inconsistencies on offense, which leaves the defense on the field too long, and then we're not making enough play. We're not overcoming it with special teams. So, and that's the difference of the 7 points or less that we're coming up short right now. So it was tough losing in the Dome because that's the advantage that we have, and not taking advantage of that makes that difficult. Other than that, you've got to find a way to create those points on special teams, do a better job on offense scoring points, and then defense still has. We got the turnovers, we did some things that way, and got some points on the board, but still we can do more.
Mark, you mentioned Saturday, you lost more guys to injuries. How is your health?
The health of the whole thing, the injury report, it's fairly long. There's a lot of guys on it. How many guys we get back, I don't know. We can't use that as a way out because the next guy's got to get ready to go. It may lead to some of the inconsistencies we're having right now in some of the positions because of what's transpiring, but that's where we have to pick up the pace right now, is those guys coming in have to sustain what's going on or even enhance it, and we're not doing that. You know, that trickles right into the special teams too. So we have to find a way in that consistency phase of it and find those other, 7 or 10 points we're missing.
Did Sawyer get hurt in the first half, and that's why he didn't play in the second half? And what was his injury?
He did, and he had some other. I'm not allowed to say some things, or I just tell you flat out. But nowadays you can't say some things about injuries. But he did get injured and did not allow him to come back in the second half. So it'll come out sooner or later, but he couldn't come back.
What's the timeline on you able to let us know what that is, that injury is?
Good question, because again, this is more of a, I don't know, I'm not hiding anything. It's just I can't do some things in this instance to allow the Privacy Acts and all the stuff going on. Sure. So I just got to be careful about that. But it's nothing that hasn't happened before. So it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just that it can't. It took him out of that game.
Do you think, will he be able to play this week, or is he out for this week?
That's yet to be seen too. Okay, we got to go through all the protocol and everything of that as well.
Mark, do you remember a game at this level that had so many reviews situations as that one did on Saturday?
We've been reviewed. I mean, everything. Probably not as much as Saturday. We probably have more reviewed in North Dakota State than we had in this game. And the thing of it is that's about where we're at right now. When you're having that many reviews, kind of look at it this way. If they're a split-second choice, a split-second decision, they're inches off. And then when they're reviewed, we're losing that. We're not gaining that review in our favor most of the time. So, that's about as much as we're off right now. But that's enough to get you beat too. So that's the difference right now.
I guess with a follow-up into that, with an offense like yours that likes to snap it and run a lot of plays, how much does that keep you in rhythm or out of rhythm?
Well, TV and the TV timeouts and the reviews really slow the game down. I mean, they really do. I mean, it's almost hard to find time to use your timeouts because there's so many timeouts throughout a quarter with all games on TV. So there's an upside to being on TV, but when you're on the floor itself, it really does change the pace of the game for the good and the bad. You can slow things down if you need to and get back in a game, but that's why all these games now go into the fourth quarter, because you used to be able to get some rhythm, get ahead, keep the momentum, and then you'd have to use timeouts to try to swing the momentum. Now TV does that for you. I mean, there's 3 timeouts per quarter, and then between the halves, and plus you get 3 for each team. So, man, we got plenty of time to stop the game and change momentum, things like that. So, and then when you get the reviews, that takes a lot of time too. So, but that's part of the game right now. It's for the good, and I don't have any qualms with it. It's just you got to play the management of the game with the tools they have.
Speaking of the offense.